Okay, you can see here what's going on in the garden. I'm very surprised that that purple petunia is actually looking pretty good here. She was one of the first things to go last year, but she's a lot bigger, so maybe she's got some stronger roots. Rosemary is still hanging in there. That's called a trailing rosemary. And of course, we got some blackberries that just, randomly dropped here. Dianthus is looking pretty good. Another rosemary here, and that's a tansy back there. So that's sort of the rundown of what we got going on at this time. And so what I've written down are, the specific locations where I want things to go. All right, so we're going to walk over to the she shed. I have some exciting things. Hopefully I can get released soon. I still work a full-time job, so sometimes it's challenging juggling everything. But I won't complain. About 4 chickens since this cold weather started. Hold on. I had to get in here because the noisy bunch. But I was saying we've lost about 4 chickens in this weather. Excuse me. It is. We're in East Texas, and it has been freezing every night for about a week. I was putting you on my stand. Anyway, so I'm really excited about my garden planning journal that I have created. I hosted a workshop here on the farm a few weeks ago, and it was sort of my pilot. And I think the ladies really enjoyed the journal. I gave them some other goodies that I think are kind of important when you get started gardening. Things like, of course, a grow bag. If you just want to put something in the dirt, a grow bag is a good starting point. And seeds and a shovel and just little things like that. I'm trying to, plant tags. So yeah, really awesome, really excited. And I will be sharing that soon with you, family. So thanks for coming along on this journey with us. I look forward to this season as I look forward to every season. Supersfarm is here to show you that there is a different way of living. So much of what we see on social media is so manicured and so doctored to look perfect, because for a long time that's what people were attracted to. They wanted something different than that they were looking at on their daily lives, which I get. It's kind of like going to the movies. Movies usually have happy endings, and that's not necessarily the way it is in the real world. So that's not what we are here doing on supersfarm. That's not what we're about. I don't know enough to make up stuff. I gotta just show you what it is, because I'm sharing with you what I'm learning and the lessons that I'm growing from as I'm going through them. And it's good, bad, and the ugly. So anyway, all right, family, so I pulled everything out for the most part. I still have maybe like another half of a container, but I pulled a lot of things out so I can just kind of take inventory of what I have and make sure everything still has prices, still in good condition. All my stuff is it's either glass, porcelain. Like these kettles are cast iron, and they can get easily damaged in transport. So I just want to kind of take inventory of everything, make sure everything is still doing well. But you know what? I will be 45 this year, and my whole life I have loved to drink tea and coffee. I really was a big coffee drinker as well. I've loved mugs, coffee mugs. I love teacups. On the paper side of things, I didn't know there was a such thing called a paper snob. I just learned of that terminology. And where you like calendars and journals and notebooks and stationery. Yes, I was that person that would write to people on stationery, and I still would do it if I could find some that I thought, looked nice and I liked it. But there's the thing. There's the thing. That is what, I guess, when you turn 40 plus, you start to look at things differently. Because my mentality has always been, oh, I can't find just that thing. Oh, and cards. If you've ever received a card from Michelle, she takes time to find the right card, right? I never knew, I never thought, I never considered, I never was awake enough to know that I can create those things myself, or that I can procure those things and share my love with other people, with my tea that I blend. I can blend my own tea and sell it and share it with people. Like, I didn't know. I didn't know. I was completely on board with the brainwashing of you go to school to get a good job. You get a good job with good benefits. When you retire, you'll have it made. Like, that was my mentality up to very recently. I will admit, up to very recently, probably the last 5 years or so, when I got sick. I got really sick in 2020 and it wasn't with the V, what everyone else was getting with the CV, I guess. It was some health condition that I was born with regard to my kidneys. And I got really sick and I almost died. And when the light switched off, everything turned on for me. Everything turned on for me. When it became a point where I was faced with maybe not being here, that just made me see things so much differently. And realizing that I can be a producer, I can be a maker, I can be an owner. Man, it has taken me on the journey of my life, and I am bringing you along with me for that journey. But look at this teacup and this saucer, and it comes with a little spoon. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Somebody is going to love that. And I get to love it until they get it. And look how adorable that teacup and that tea kettle is together. I just saw that. I'll maybe pair that at the market. But man, guys, this is amazing for me. I'm really enjoying this part of growing and coming into my own as now a middle-aged woman with almost all grown children. My baby just turned 17. So I have one more year and I won't have any more babies. And so what am I gonna do with myself? This is what I'm gonna do with myself. It's something awesome. And so supersfarm has always, since we've been here since 2021, has been about homesteading and learning how to grow food and take care of animals. And it will continue to be that, because that is also my passion and my love. And I have loved teaching people over the past few weeks, months, I guess now, how to grow food, like actually face to face. Most of my teaching has been online, but to be able to talk to people and kind of venture out a little bit more about it, I have been loving that. I did. And so, yeah, I'm excited, and you're welcome to join me on the journey. And before you go, let me show you this cute little tea kettle. Isn't that adorable? This is cast iron. It has the tea infuser inside. This is the only green one that I have. And I have really contemplated with keeping this one or not. If I don't sell it, I might just keep it, even though I already have like 4. I gotta have a green one. That's my color. All right, family. Hey, peace, family. Michelle here from Supersfarm. So I am on my way to our first market of the year. This is a market in Beaumont, Texas, and it's at the Boys Haven of America, something like that. It's a charity event. The booths were free, and the payment, I guess you could say, that the vendors had to pay is to donate a gift basket for people that come to your booth to raffle to win a gift basket. So I thought that was pretty cool. I did pick one of my favorite gift baskets because I'm the type of person, when I give someone something, I like to give them something that I would want. And so I have one of my favorite gift baskets that I'm gonna submit to the raffle. I hadn't sold it, so why not donate it to a good cause? All right, well, I will definitely try to check in throughout the day. I always say that, and then it gets crazy. Hopefully that's the case for this market as well. But usually, this would be, I guess, maybe our 6th or 7th market since we started doing markets last year. And I have usually said, I just hope I can make my booth feedback. Of course, I want to get my name out there and meet a bunch of people that I can, collaborate with in the future. This is a small town. I live in a small town, in this kind of small town area, so it's really good to meet people and make those connections and just start to get our name out there, which I think we were really successful at doing last year. But see, you have to keep the momentum. So even though this is a free market and it's about an hour away from us, I feel that it's still worth going to, because you got to get your name out there, you got to get your products out there, and you got to get people, just wherever you can, talking about your product. Our goal for this year is to go beyond the cottage food. So if you're not familiar with cottage food laws, especially here in Texas, and I believe other states have cottage food laws of some variety, but in Texas, to have a food business out of your house, it's called a cottage food business. And so I'm able to do my teas basically out of my house under that provision. But the thing about it is, you cannot sell your products outside of the state. So I only ship my products within Texas. There are some other provisions, and if anyone in Texas that has a food business that is interested in the cottage food laws and how I'm able to do this, let me know. I would love to share with you guys what I know about it, and if that's something that interests you. So anyway, that is my goal for this year, is I want to become a legit manufacturer. So I would have to, of course, apply for a manufacturing license with the Texas Department of State Health Services. I would have to have a building with all of their requirements. From what I can tell, mainly the main requirement is going to be 3 types of sinks. So it looks like a two compartment sink for washing your dishes and washing your hands, and then in your restroom facilities you have to have a sink. So I'm not quite there yet. Don't know if I'll be able to get there this year. If we can, that would be awesome. But I have seen where some other ladies that operate under cottage food, they will partner with another business, like a restaurant or something like that, that already has those types of facilities, and then just pay them, a fee or something like that. And I did meet a realtor for some commercial properties in a small town right outside where we live that has like office buildings, and they have shared spaces with kitchen and bathroom. So I really just need to just kind of figure out like which direction I want to go in. Obviously, I want to go in a direction that's going to be affordable for me. I'm not bringing in a lot of money with the tea business right now. I'm not bringing any money, really. So I have to really justify spending the money on rent. And I really do believe, if I were to get a building and I could branch beyond Texas and really freely advertise and feel confident that I'm not breaking any rules or anything, I think I could do really good. I get really good reception on my teas, guys. And I love my teas. I drink my teas every day. I've shared my teas with my sister and her husband, and they love them. And anyone that I share my teas with, I get good response back on the teas, especially the It's So Real. Speaking of It's So Real, I am going to, I think my whole garden is going to be roselle this year. I have to produce more roselle. I don't have enough. Like, I'm down to my last maybe quart of roselle, and I'm gonna have to wait till the end of this year before I can restock it. And that's one of the good things I like, because it's seasonal and it gets, in my mind, it gets the hype about it coming back and stuff. Because I have some people that are looking for the roselle. And so, not the roselle, but the It's So Real. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to really find some garden spaces to quadruple my production of roselle this year, because I can't keep up with the supply that I need, which is awesome. And I love being able to talk to people about the products that I grow. My tea, I procure the ingredients from different herb providers and spice providers, and I use all organic ingredients. Excuse me. But I do have some blends like the It's So Real that has some of our homegrown ingredients. And so today I have with me the celery leaf tea, and I have the butterfly pea flower. And I need to get this stuff on the website. It's so much to keep up with. I say it all the time, but I'm still working a full-time job, and my job has been particularly busy. So, I work early mornings on supersfarm and late nights, because I still have a 9 to 5. So I've done a couple videos where I do 5 to 9 in the morning, and then I do 5 to 9 in the evening on supersfarm, because of that 9 to 5 that I still have. I would love, last year that was my main goal, was supersfarm full time. And so I've been adventuring. I've been venturing and exploring other, I guess what you would say, value-added products that I could offer from supersfarm. So of course I have the tea, and I created a garden planner. I had it on the website for about 2 weeks maybe, and I took it off the website because I want to make some upgrades to it, and now that I see where I want to make the changes, I don't feel comfortable selling that iteration of it. I did share that iteration with, or I did sell it with the farm workshop that we did, and I got good feedback on it. But it's kind of like, now that I see what I see, and it's like, I want to change it. Or not change it, I just want to improve it. I want to improve it and really make it a good product. One thing about the offerings that we have, at this point in my journey, I get so fulfilled with providing a product to people in which people feel like there's an abundance, in which people feel like happy and like almost overwhelmed with the value that I give them. I don't know what it is. I've always been a cheerful giver. I've always loved to give. If you've ever received a gift from me or a card from me, anything like that, I'm always very intentional about that, because that's how I like to receive gifts. I like it when people know me, or people have considered, what I would like, or maybe they heard me say something and then there it is, So that's how I give gifts. And I believe that this journey I'm on of developing my tea and exploring homesteading life and just being able to live this lifestyle is truly a blessing. It is truly a gift to steward this wonderful place that our Most High Creator has given us. And so I consider it a gift to share my gift with all of you. Anytime I learn something, anytime I get one little step ahead, I love sharing that. And so when I do the teas, I'm very thoughtful about the teas. I drink my teas, like I say, every day. I'll tweak them if need be. I like to talk to people about the benefits of the tea. They're not just tasty as they are, but they actually have benefits to them. And like our celery leaf tea, it took a labor of love to grow celery from seed and harvest the leaves. I mean, I want to say that took me, if not a whole year, a little over a year from start to finish, to start the plants, grow the plants, and be able to harvest the leaves. It was a long journey, but that celery leaf, man, it's not the celery leaf from the store, let me tell you that. That celery leaf, it tastes so good. It is amazing. And the same thing with the roselle. I think I share the roselle more than anything, the journey of growing it. But it takes close to a year from start to finish. Like, I will plant the roselle seeds in March and I won't start harvesting until October. So, I mean, not a full year, but it's a long process to be able to steward and just really manage and make sure I'm taking care of those long season crops. And once I'm able to harvest and dehydrate and provide it, it's just so overwhelming. It's such a wonderful feeling to share it with anybody that will listen to me long enough. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Today I have the celery leaf, I have peppermint, I have the blue butterfly pea flower, I have the moringa. That's another one that we grow and we dehydrate. And moringa, I've made it in a tea, but I find that I like to just chew the dehydrated leaves. It's kind of got almost like a little spice to it. It kind of reminds me of like arugula. I bet a moringa would be good fresh on a salad. I just thought about that. But majority of people, I think, are used to moringa in a powder form where they make like a green juice. And so I'm experimenting with like the moringa leaves, the celery leaves, and I had one more green leafy thing. What was it? Oh, the goldenrod. The goldenrod, which I grow and dehydrate as well. And so, and I didn't bring goldenrod today. That's okay. Anyway, yeah, guys. So big things ahead for supersfarm this year. I'm excited. I hope that and I pray that we can actually have a breakthrough this year. I started posting on TikTok, which my daughter has been managing my TikTok for, I don't know, however long we've had it. Not long. And there wasn't many videos on there. But I don't know, with the buzz of TikTok like going away, I was like, in my mind, I guess, I was like, girl, you need to at least be able to say you posted on TikTok before. I don't know, TikTok scared me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I listened to all the hype about the misinformation and the girls twerking and all the bad stuff about it, and I just stayed away from it. I just really was not interested, and I can't say that I am interested now, but I did make an intentional effort to put supersfarm out there, and hopefully if TikTok is shutting down, the 130 people that decided to follow me will come and find me on other platforms like YouTube and Instagram. So we'll see. It's all good. Like I said, I'm just excited for the journey, and I look forward to sharing it with you guys. So we're gonna get to this market, and I'll check in with you later. Peace. All right, family, so we are out here at the Boys Haven Fair, and it's a really light crowd. It hasn't really been that much traffic, but you can see all the vendors here. We're under a pavilion, and it just so happens that my little area right here is right in the corner, so I'm getting all the sun and all of the wind is blowing. And unfortunately I had a casualty. One of these cute little glasses with the pink heart, I had a set, but the set is no more. It is a single due to the wind. Having a blast, you know what, because I have the joy of talking to some great people, meeting some great people, and that's really what I was looking forward to. We've had a few sales are kind of slow, like I said, but the traffic is low, but I get a chance to talk to folks about my tea and what supersfarm stands for, and of course I'm loving that. So let me turn the camera around and show you guys my setup for this week. All right, so I only did 1.5 tables this week. I wasn't sure how big the space was. The lady that did this market, she wasn't really sure on how big of a space we would get, so I just brought the 2 tables not really being sure, and I didn't have the truck this week. I was using my car, so I just, I packed my car up as much as I could, and this is what we have. And I still have another container or so in the car of stuff that I didn't even pull out. And of course, what we're sampling this week is our version of a chai, our energy blend. Here's the basket that they've asked us to raffle off. And this is my gift basket. And it has some really cool things in it. I've got 3 samples of tea in there. I've got a sugar and cream set, a journal and pen, a teacup and spoon, this really lovely tray. This is the same tray that I have my teas in right here, as well as a nice blanket back there. So somebody's gonna really have some tea time.